Susan. So I'm going to give you a tour of the back end of your website, and we'll take a look at how you can add text and update text, and just give you a general explanation of what is back here. Really, what you'll be wanting to do editing text is pretty simple, and I will take you through that. First of all, I'll give you just a bit of a tour. Once you have logged in to your WordPress website, you will be presented with this page. So this is your WordPress dashboard. You can see dashboard is highlighted here, and it's got like a little speed dial there. So this is how you're going to access the back end and all the text on your website, and where you'll be able to make updates. So let's start at the top here. You'll see at the very top we've got SPG Consulting and Visit Site. So if you click on that, it will give you an actual live view of your website, just how it exists on the web right now. You can scroll through and see. It's just a way if you want to take a look at your website, if you think, oh, did that text update the way I wanted it to? Kind of on your way out of the site, when you're done making your edits, you can take a look here. So to get out of this and go back to the dashboard, I'm just going to go up to the top once again, and you'll see dashboard. We'll go there, and it will bring us back to that login page. So if we take a look down the menu that WordPress gives you here, you're going to see Home, which is where we are now. Updates. This will show if your website is requiring any updates at the current time. It looks like this website does update automatically your version of WordPress, which is important because sometimes there are security releases made, and it should update that automatically. You never want to be sitting with an old version of WordPress, so it's really good for that to happen automatically. Plugins are up to date. It tells you about plugins, which are extra little pieces of software that are installed to help your website function. And then your theme, in this particular instance, your theme is called Sydney. It's a free theme that the look and feel of your website was developed from, and the building blocks of this website is has been done in Elementor. So I don't typically use Elementor for my websites. I use another similar plugin called Divi, and that's what I'm used to using. Elementor is pretty simple. Once I take you in there, you'll be like, oh wow, this is really easy. You just need to know where to go. So following down here, post you're never going to need. That's for blogs, for blog posting. Media, this is your media library where photos and graphics reside. So I'll just show you that quickly. You can see all your photographs are sitting right here. So if we ever need to upload more photographs, this is where we add them in. So from media, we've got pages. We click on pages. These are the pages that exist in your website. Really, your website just displays this home page, and that's it. You don't have other pages displaying. We do have like a blog page sitting here and a sample page. We can probably delete those because they're really of no use. But anyway, you won't worry about that right now. Then further down, we have comments. That would also be for a blog. WordPress forms, that is basically for forms that you would fill out, that visitors would fill out on your website. You don't need to worry about that. Here's Elementor. That is the builder, the website builder. You're not going to need to go into this stuff here templates. If you had made some templates, you could save them in here when the website was being built. Appearance, I've been in here to customize those slider images. That's where I went. I went into appearance and then customize. And that's also where we can get into your menus as well if we ever needed to. Allows you to edit your menus, change them. Your header area is where I went into, and I went into header slider, and you can see all of your header images are in here, and your header text is here. So if we ever need to change that, we just come into this customized area. There are a bunch of other things you can do in here, but really you're never gonna need to do that unless you want to change this welcome to SPG Consulting and change this. We would need to come into here. So I'm going to exit out of that. And we have a list of plugins here. We might want to clean some of these up. There's some plugins sitting in here that aren't activated that probably be good to get rid of at some point. There's further down in the menu here, we've got our users, so we can add users and remove users if we want to. Tools, you're probably never going to be in here. And settings, there's some back-end settings as well that you wouldn't need to go into. So that just shows you what all these are. There's just a lot of back-end stuff. Nothing you really need to concern yourself with. If you need help with anything down the road, I can log in and look after some of these things for you. So let's go back to pages, and we're just going to move along to all pages, and we'll get back to that home page. This is where you're going to go to edit your text. So you're going to go to Edit with Elementor. So once you click on that, it will give us a preview of your website and then all of your editing options. So I know this looks like a big menu with a whole bunch of stuff, but all of these down here, we can just close this arrow because you don't have access to those. If you had a paid version of Elementor and not the free version, then you would have a bunch of other items you could use here. You could build a gallery, you can have a special login, a special menu, and a bunch of other stuff here, but that's for the paid version. I'm also just going to close this up because there are other elements you can use in your website here. If we wanted to add some more sections, we could always use some of these little tools. But really what you're going to be concerned with is right here. So what I'm going to do is just slide on over to your website, and I'm going to scroll down, and you see what happens once I scroll down away from this slider area. We get this little blue tab that pops up. So this is how we are going to edit text. So any of these that I just drag my mouse over, you can see this little blue pencil comes up, which means we can edit that. So if I click here on the little blue pencil, it's going to let me edit that what we do heading. So if I click here, you're going to see over on your left hand Elementor menu, you can see the title here is what we do. And if you click in here, you can edit that text. And you can add text, or you can change the text completely if you wanted to. And if you did want to make a change there, you look down at the bottom here and you see this green update button. then you would click update, and that would make the change live on your website. So I'm just going to get rid of that because we don't really want to make a change there. So any of these text boxes you can click on and you'll see the text comes up here. So you can change that text. You can edit however you want. They are all, now this one with these little check marks in the circle, it's a little bit different. I believe you can just click on those. Oh, what did it do there? Oh, it just duplicated that. When I clicked on there, it duplicated that. Discover your unique characteristics. I'm just going to get rid of that. You can add more items if you want. If you clicked on here and add items, it'll add you another little circle with some text. So if you ever wanted to add to that, that's how you would do it. We can edit this text here. And then you just scroll down and you can, all these boxes, you just want to stick probably with editing text. I don't know if you'd want to go in and start doing anything else in here. You can update your bios in here. Testimonials you can update. If I click on that. And those appear as items. So I'm thinking if I wanted to edit that, I just clicked on item. That's all that I did there, and it will open it up. So you can change those, edit those, add more, remove, whatever you want. Same thing here. You've got 2 text boxes you can edit. Now here is probably where you're going to be adding some things under workshops. So I changed this section for you so that we've got workshops listed right in here. I've just placed current workshops will be added here as they become available. So if you wanted to maybe update this with some COVID-19 information, you could do that, or maybe if you're doing some live seminars, you can add that in here. And then I've just added visit our Facebook page for the most up-to-date information. And then this image right here is just a little graphic with a link directly to your Facebook page. So I added that in there. If I click on this, you can see there's the graphic image I've chosen, the size, the alignment, I've just centered that. We don't need a caption in there, so there's no caption. And then I've got a custom URL link, which is your Facebook page here. And then your bottom section here is your contact us form. There's some things here you can change. It's all got the little edit button. Yeah, and that's basically it. So any changes you make in here to your text, you just have to remember to click the update button when you're done. And then when you're all finished in here with any changes you want to make, you simply go to this hamburger menu up at the top. And if I click on there, you'll see down at the bottom, you've got an exit to dashboard. So then I'm just going to click exit to dashboard. It's saying here, do I want to leave this page? I do. I was goofing around in there. I didn't save any of the changes. I didn't want to save any of the changes. So I'm going to leave page, and it will take us back to where we started from here. And if you want, there's your WordPress dashboard menu here again. You can go back up to SPG Consulting and visit site and take a look at your live site. And here we go. And you can check out your changes, make sure everything looks fine, and that's basically it. Pretty easy. So I'll just, if you're coming in to make some text changes, you're going to log in and you will arrive at your dashboard. Okay, so you'll arrive at your dashboard. You're going to go to pages, all pages. Then you're going to go to home and edit with Elementor. And you'll click on there and it will open up the Elementor building blocks, and away you go. You just drag your mouse over and you'll see those little edit buttons come up for you. Okay, so that's it, Susan. For sure, let me know if you have any questions.